How to be a star. Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Cornwell with Get Taped here in Atlanta, Georgia, one of Atlanta's original audition taping services, which I co-own with my beautiful wife, Brooke. I love her. And now on to our topic. How to be a star. Somewhere in the early to mid 2000s, I heard Oprah recommend a book called Shine by Larry Thompson. Incidentally, Larry is one of the lawyers that helped break up the Beatles. That has nothing to do with our video. Anywho, in the book, he gives a formula for stardom, no matter what your profession is. And he breaks that formula down into 4 categories: talent, rage, luck, and team. Furthermore, he assigns 25 points to each category for a possible total of 100. Now, it would be extremely rare for someone to have 100 points, and luckily you don't need it. According to Larry's math, you only need 80 points to achieve stardom. 90 if you want to be a superstar. So if you're lacking in talent, for example, you can make up for it in the other 3 categories. And let me briefly describe the other 3 categories in a little more detail. Talent, it's pretty obvious. Luck is that classic preparation meets opportunity. Rage is really just his word for passion. And the last category, the one I want to focus on, is team. Having a team is critical, but the makeup of that team is really important. Now, this is where I will paraphrase Larry and use my own terms, but I highly recommend you pick up a copy of Shine. You can find it on Amazon, and I'll put a link to it in the show notes below. On your team, you need the following members: mentors, role models, peers, cheerleaders, and truth tellers. Let's talk about each one of them. Mentors. A mentor doesn't need to be an actor, but it should be someone that you can go to for those big questions in life. They're someone you trust 100% to give you wisdom and insight into your problems. Sometimes this is a teacher, sometimes a parent, maybe it's your boss from your side hustle, or maybe you've hired a life coach. No matter who they are, it's always a good idea to have a mentor on your team. Role models. Similar to a mentor, a role model is someone who's been there, done that. The difference being, it doesn't need to be someone that you know personally in your own life. They may be the actors that you aspire to follow in their footsteps. Heck, it might even be a celebrity that is deceased. In short, it's someone whose career represents what you want from your own career, and you figure they're a pretty decent person as well. Peers. You also should surround yourself with folks who are currently pursuing acting as well, but maybe are a little further along than you and have made some mistakes that you can learn from. But hear me on this. Please hear me on this. Do not surround yourself with actors who are on the verge of burning out. You'll just sit around having pity parties for yourselves, and that is not the path to success. Have you heard the saying that you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most? If 4 out of those 5 people are perpetually complaining about the industry, it might be time for a change. Cheerleaders. Listen, this industry is hard. So hard. So you need cheerleaders, folks on your team who unconditionally support your dream and celebrate every little win. For me, that's my mom. She has been my #1 fan since I was doing plays in high school. She came to every single performance. And this was at a time when I was clearly on the path to becoming an engineer. In fact, after I got my master's in mechanical engineering and then spent a couple years in corporate America, I gave all that up to become an actor. And guess who was there to support me, both financially, but also as a cheerleader? My mom. In fact, I'm taping this video on Mother's Day, and I was inspired to make this video because of my mom. There are no words to convey what her support has meant to me. And not everyone has a blood relative that is so supportive, so I now know how darn lucky I am. I love you, Mom. So never underestimate the power of a cheerleader in your life. Who is that for you? I'd love to know. Drop a comment below. Truth tellers. And finally, on the flip side to cheerleaders, you need someone in your life who is a truth teller and not a yes person. Whether it's a teacher, peer, spouse, or otherwise, this is someone who will keep you grounded, someone who will call you on your BS, someone to help you look at the other side of things so that you're not just blindly moving through your career or your life. They don't have to be a downer, but if your head's gotten too big, if you've lost sight of the big picture, or if you're just suffering from a severe case of FOMO, your truth teller is there to give you a little bit of perspective. They will recenter you. And hopefully, always from a standpoint of love. This should not be someone who likes to knock you down or see you fail. Their ultimate motivation should be to see you succeed. Conclusion. So there you have it. Take stock of your team right now and see where you might be lacking. And remember, to be a star, you don't have to have the best team in the history of the world. If you have a ton of talent, luck, and rage, you'll be just fine. Hopefully this topic was encouraging. If you'd like to continue the discussion, leave us a comment below or send us an email. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on set.